This video is about adding fractions using LCD, least common denominator. We have to add 1 over 12 plus 9 over 14. So we want to find the least common denominator. But sometimes this is not that easy. There are a couple of ways of doing that, but we could list the multiples of 12 and the multiples of 14, and let's do a list. So let's do a list of multiples of 12. Okay, so 12 times 1, 12, 12 times 2, 24, 12 times 3, 36, 12 times 4, 48, 12 times 5, 60, 72, and 84. Okay, now let's do a list. This is the list of multiples of 12. Let's do a list of multiples of 14. So 14 times 1, 14. 14 times 2, 28. 14 times 3, 42. 56, 70, and 84. Okay, finally, so the list, this is a multiple, the multiples of 12. This is the multiples of 14. The least one is 84. Well, not easy. Imagine you had to add numbers, or you were trying to find the least common multiple of 6 and, for instance, 291. Well, that would not be easy. Okay, you have to make a huge list. By the way, for those who want to know, it would be 592. You can check. Okay, so what can we do to find the least common denominator more efficiently? We are going to use the prime factors. Okay, let's factor in prime numbers 12. Okay, 12 divides 2, we get 6. Dividing 2, we get 3. Dividing 3, we get 1. Okay, 12 equals 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, and what about what was the other? 14. Let's do now for 14. Okay, 14 divides 2, we get 7. Divides 7, we get 1. So 14 equals 2 times 7. Okay, let us compare these two. So we have a common prime factor. This number is a common prime factor, and this one is not common because there is no 2 here, and this 3 is not a common factor. There is no 3 here, and there is no 7 here. Here there is no 7. Okay, in order to find the least common denominator, it will be the common factor. So the common factor here is 2, and please do not forget, you count the common factor only once. Okay, each common factor you count only once, then times the common factors times the uncommon factors. Now times these two, times this 3 times this 7, and you will get 2 times 2, 4 times 3, 12, okay, times 7, 84. Okay, here we are. We found 84. 84 was the number that we found here when we made the lists of multiples of 12, and then we made a list of multiples of 14, and we got 84. And this is another method, okay, using prime factors. So first you prime factor 12. 12 here is prime factored. 2, 2 and 3 are prime numbers, and we also prime factor 14. So prime factor the two numbers that you want to find the least common denominator. Then your least common denominator will be one of each of the common factors, and then the uncommon factors 2, 3 and 7.